Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be talking about our July sinking funds. So I talked about in June how I would be somewhat like condensing my sinking funds and making it just more like transparent and easy for me to understand, read, and move around all of the things. So we are going to be talking about all those things and the starting balances for our categories. I pretty much feel like this is going to be so much better because I can just track each sinking fund instead of having like category of a sinking fund with like 4 or 5 different things that's like encompassed in it, and then I'm having to needing to figure out like all of the things. Okay, so first we're going to start off with sinking funds, and all of my sinking funds are going to be held in this binder. So let's just see what sinking funds I decided to keep or condense or add or all of the things. Okay, and y'all may see that there were some things already taken out because it is already July, early part of July. And so we are just going to be looking at where it ended in the month of June. So first things first is going to be, it's going to be car maintenance. So that is going to be our car maintenance. Okay, and our beginning balance is going to be 126.28. And so I kept car maintenance, but it's just like its own category. And this is just for all things car maintenance, registration, tires, oil change, all of those type of things. So we have car maintenance. Next, this one was added back again, but it was clothes, and this clothes is going to be for like the entire household. This is more of like a bulk type of like clothing situation. So like at the end of the year when we like to buy, new underwears, new bras, shirts, pants, like very generic things or whatever, or I need to buy clothes for my husband or myself, like there's money in here, or the kids, they will have their like every 6 months, whatever. So this was added. So there's actually nothing in here to begin with. Next is going to be, I'm just going to name it as family fun. So this is just all of the entertainment. It took over for entertainment, all of the fun that we have. And so this is going to be at $290.29 to start off the month of July. If we're planning like activities, like I'm still trying to get baby girl to the zoo and maybe like a museum at some point before baby girl number 2 gets here. So it may not happen in the month of July, but that is a goal for me. Next is going to be health, and we kept health as health. So we're going to be starting off health at $230.84. So that is where we are for health, and it's just all things health, doctor's appointments, medicine, surgeries, the birth of my second child, all of the things, y'all. Next, we added back holiday. It's really holiday and gifts. And that's just because we could focus on all of the things, holidays and gifts, without it mixing with entertainment. And now, or formerly known as entertainment, now family fun. Because I feel like we're going to have a lot more going on for like holidays. Now that we're not going to have 1 but 2 children, and we'll need to be able to cover, for Christmas gifts, more things for Thanksgiving, Easter, like things are being added or going to be doubled now to some degree. So I think this just works out better for me as well too. So we're at 247, and this was from me doing I had started the Christmas challenge. So technically this is like Christmas money, but it's okay. We probably won't have a big Christmas. I will be about 1 month postpartum once Christmas comes. So there won't be too much going on, but in this holiday too. This will cover for like all of the holiday festivities. Like last year we went to like this winter wonderland thing that can come out of here. Any like decorations or anything for the holidays can also come out of here as well too. Next, we are keeping this, although it wasn't a main category before, and that is home maintenance, and it's just gonna have its own setup, and that is gonna be $217.98 where we're starting. And this is just for all things home maintenance. So if we do any big things to like our yard, repairs to the house, other things that we need to buy that are more like maintenance and repairs type thing. Maybe from time to time, because I did buy like our foyer table out of this as well too. So like just bigger like ticket items and things out of there. This was something that we added, and this is kids. Now this is now going to be for both of my children, and this will be for all of their things. So they still have like a spending account for like day-to-day spending. This is more so building up for when we are doing like school pictures, back to school, bigger things like that we need to slowly save for, and it's not like a monthly thing. Now I did spend some money out of here, but this is starting off at $445.50 for kids, and this was the money that I was saving for back to school that I put into kids, because technically right now all of the things are going towards Leanna. However, we did switch daycares, and so I also paid for new registration fees for the new daycare for both kids to reserve spots also for baby girl number 2. Next is going to be pets. That stayed the same for our bearded dragon. And I think once it starts getting a little bit cooler, y'all, I do not like the summer, and I don't really like doing much in the summer. And now that I'm pregnant, I definitely don't want to do anything, but I do want to continue to build in here because we have started kind of like redoing Xerxes' cage, which is our bearded dragon. And I would like for it to be put together in the next couple of months. Next is going to be subscriptions. And the way that subscriptions will work now is it's just subscriptions. It will not have different categories in between. I have a list of all of the actual subscriptions that's in here. I'll probably put it back here, but it's going to be car insurance, Walmart Plus, Sam's, Love Every, HOA, and our taxes. I believe that is it. And I have all of the cards in here, so I have to write down what all of it was. And for subscriptions, we have $2,477.03. And so this is just going to be a big lump sum. We're going to throw money always in there to always have enough to be able to cover for when things are due. I need to consolidate all of this. Let me get one. Y'all, baby girl is right next to me. You want to go get a bar and ask daddy to open it for you, please? And so we're going to go here, and we are just going to start it 6:30, and I'm just going to put $2,477.03 so I can get rid of this. And this is where subscriptions are. And so I won't be checking for each little thing. I just know that right now I have enough money to cover everything. Okay, daddy's sleeping?
No,
okay.
He's sleeping in my bed.
He's sleeping in your bed? Okay, here you go, big girl. Sorry, y'all. Still a mom. There you go, big girl.
Thank you.
You're welcome, sweetheart. So subscriptions will just have all of this money in here, and then we'll just take out, and I think that will be okay because I'm actually fully funded for like our Love Every subscription for the rest of the year, fully funded for our July car insurance, fully funded for Walmart Plus and Sam's Club. So now I'm just kind of building up for our HOA and then money to go towards our January 2026 car insurance. So we're just dibbling and dabbling, but if there's always money in there, it can just be allocated one way or the other. I'm not going to say like, oh, I can't use the money because I saved $50 for Sam's Club or something like that. So that is where we are for subscriptions. And then lastly, I made this one separate, and it's going to be vacation because we are quietly, slowly saving for a vacation on its own. So vacation is at $417.97, and that's for just any big travel or our once a year like vacation. Now, y'all, I did already just like add this up to save us a little bit of drama. So for our sinking funds, we're at $4,657.90. So this is looking good, looking good, looking good. Okay. So that is everything. Those are all of my categories for our sinking funds. And this is just going to work, what's going to work for our household. Now we are going to get down to our savings, which I've also kind of like condensed but open at the same time as well too. So
I need some water.
you need some water? Go get your cup, your blue cup. And I don't even think that I have. And try to get some water. Get your cup and get some water.
I should pull the cup out.
You need to pull the cup out. Okay, hold on, you guys. All right, you guys, mommy duty is over for the second. So like I was saying, now we're down to our savings. So our first savings is going to be our emergency fund. And we've slowly been building that up, y'all. I'm so proud of us. And I'm just so blessed that we have not had to use it, because if y'all have been watching us for a while, every time we would get to like $1,000, $1,200, $1,300, we had to use it. So it feels good. So we're starting off at $2,250.66. And y'all, as y'all can see, this is so much easier because I can just go through each envelope with y'all and see how much I put in there, how much was spent, and what the ending balance is, instead of all of the other things. Next is going to be our rainy day funds. And this rainy day funds just sits in a savings with like our checking account, just to make sure we have some money in there. And this is at $266.28. So that's what we have here. And then we have, next is going to be home projects, because this is something important. It's not something we're going to use on a monthly basis and maybe not even a yearly basis. Right now we are saving up money. I don't know how much we'll get to, but the goal is to save a whole lot of money and save up to replace our roof probably for next year. So right now we are at $295. And we're just going to take our time, you guys. Take our time. Next is going to be moving. I know everybody's like, what? But my husband does want us to move back to Florida. And just like with me being pregnant, I never put any money aside, even though I was like, we're not having another child, blah, 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 blah. And then here we are trying to save up as much money to get things for the baby and so forth. And so same thing with moving. I am just going to slowly, even if it's just $1, put money into there. And so we actually know when we are going to make that next step. It's not like any time like in the near future, as long as nothing changes. But yeah, so we have moving here. Next is going to be my firstborn. And she had some money in like her education like box. So she is now going to be at $225. And what I should do here is do this. I'm going to do this, which brings that here, and then I can throw away the other one, and this can stay in here. And then I'm not going to reveal her name yet. But baby number 2, she has $0 in her account currently. And then we have our cash over here that I just keep on hand. And so those are my savings accounts, you guys. And like I said, I already saved that money. So all in all, we have $3,036.94. And then there's going to be one more that I don't really include. I'm just going to put it off to the side here. And that's our savings challenges. Because what I don't want is the savings challenges is just for me to save money to put into our sinking funds or our savings or for like a one-time event. And I think it just throws me off whenever I add it into my savings account. So I'm not including it in our sinking funds or savings, but I will still like track it. So for our savings challenges, I currently have $953.43. The only thing that's in here that money will come out of that is not in here is the baby fund. So we are going to do a total here. So all together, let's add this up. We are at $4,657.90 plus $3,036.94. And currently right now in savings, we have $7,694.84. Okay, so that is what our sinking funds and savings look like for the beginning of July. And then at the end of the month, we'll come back and talk about how much money we saved, spent, and what the ending balance is. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one.